I'm John Silcox with the Fort Wayne Allen County Department of Health, and we're here to announce a very special collaboration between the Fort Wayne Allen County Department of Health, our various community partners, and our local broadcast stations. 1 week from today, on Monday, October 5th at 7 p.m., our local stations will be airing H1N1 Community on Alert, which is a live 1-hour broadcast which will be devoted to discussing the H1N1 flu virus, the vaccine, and other issues surrounding this important public health topic. The program is going to be produced right here in this studio, and we're very thankful to PBS 39 for allowing us to use this facility. And in addition, we'll be simulcast on our local stations, Wayne TV, News Channel 15, WPTA 21 Live, Wise 33, Fox Fort Wayne, and Access 1 Comcast 55. As you can tell, that's quite an impressive lineup and quite a show of community involvement in this issue. We're going to discuss a little bit more about what viewers are going to get with this program, and to do that I'd like to introduce our Health Commissioner, Dr. Deborah McMahon.
Good afternoon. Well, for the past several years we've been partnering with our colleagues in healthcare, academia, and government to prepare for the impact that an influenza pandemic might have on our community, and our list of partners continues to grow. Recently, John and I met with our media colleagues to assist us in developing a local program that would provide general information about H1 influenza from experts, as well as provide an opportunity for our residents to ask questions about H1N1. Well, we're very fortunate that our local broadcast stations were not only willing to assist with airtime, but willing to share their production expertise as well. John is very competent, but I hesitate to think of what the program would have looked like if he was directing the camera and I was sitting in front of it alone. So we're very fortunate that we're having the expertise of Todd and all of our other media colleagues. On October 5th, from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., all local news stations will air our live show, H1N1 Community on Alert. During this show, local and state experts will provide timely information about the H1N1 virus. We will also have healthcare providers available to take phone calls to answer questions about this very important public health issue. Viruses are by nature unpredictable, and I don't know what's going to happen this fall. It may be very mild, it may become more severe, may have a lot of people infected at the same time, maybe not so many. I don't know. But I do know this: if we really want to minimize the negative impact this pandemic has on Allen County, we need to be informed about the topic and prepared as families and as a community. And we believe that viewing this broadcast is a very important step in developing an action plan to protect your family and our community. And I really want to thank all of our colleagues at all of the news stations that have really been helping us put this together. But I also want to thank and acknowledge all the people that have been working for years on this issue. We've had our colleagues at the schools, our healthcare colleagues at both hospital systems, TRA, our government officials have been very helpful with this. United Way with their 211 is our hotline. This is, what I've really come to appreciate is that disasters happen to people, to individuals, and to families, but it takes a community to really prepare, to be prepared to minimize the negative impact something like this has on our community. And we in Fort Wayne, Allen County are very fortunate that we have had a very intentional effort by all of those groups that I just mentioned to really minimize that negative impact. So thank you.
Thanks, Dr. McMahon. It's important to remember, as she pointed out, that this isn't just an issue for public health alone, but for our entire community. And that's why we're grateful to have the support of our city and county leaders. And I'd like to ask Commissioner Peters to say a few words, if you would.
Well, thanks, John, and thanks especially to you all from the news media who are here today. As you're learning, you will indeed have a huge role to play in these efforts as we move this forward. When you get the city and the county and the schools together, it's important. When you get all the local television stations to agree on a particular project, you know that it's important. The need for Allen County citizens to understand the potential of an H1N1 outbreak in this vast and diverse community is important too. And certainly that's where you all come in. By helping citizens to better understand where they can get information to deal with H1N1, we'll be in a better position to handle it. By responding to questions like, how do I prepare for H1N1? What can I do to minimize my risk? And what do I do if I get it? We are providing answers that will help to reduce the overall threat. While being cautious not to overstate the potential for an H1N1 outbreak in this community, I can honestly say that I've never seen as coordinated and as large a mobilization of healthcare providers. That's why we're here as the county today, to stress the importance of sharing information on H1N1 and to show our support for the efforts that are being discussed today. We believe that the hard work that's going into this program, as John mentioned, to be aired next Monday evening at 7 o'clock, is a great first step in dealing with H1N1. And I think, John, tell me if I'm wrong or not, that it's also going to allow our diverse population to gain this information at various viewing stations throughout the city where interpreters will be available to translate. And also it will enable those at home to get a better understanding of H1N1. Now, H1N1 will not discriminate, so it's absolutely essential that we all work together. Thanks a lot, and thank you again for being here today.
Thank you, for Commissioner Peters, for those words, and if I could, I'd also like Mayor Tom Henry to share a few words as well.
Thank you, John. One of my biggest concerns is not the preparedness that has taken place over the past several months by those individuals behind me. What concerns me most is the fear factor. The fear factor that's present in our community because of misinformation or lack of communication by our citizens, in both the city of Fort Wayne and the county of Allen. We are going to take the steps next Monday evening at 7 p.m. to hopefully correct that situation by offering an educational forum and format to really give the citizens of this area the proper information on how to move forward to address the situation. H1N1 virus, as was mentioned, may hit us in a very mild state or could hit us in a very severe state. We need to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Hopefully that won't happen, but I would suggest that we be prepared just in case. Again, I too want to thank you so much for being a part of this. It really does take a village. We've all stepped forward. The media, I want to thank you, all of the people involved in healthcare, the hospitals, all the healthcare providers, the county government, everyone who has stepped forward to say to the citizens of the city of Fort Wayne, the county of Allen, we care about you.